Treasurer Harsdorf.
Wow, you know, it is great to show how fiscal conservatives can be successful. You know, two guys who are leaders in their respective cities, ironically on opposite corners of the state, both in probably two of the most democratic cities in the state. And they have shown that fiscal conservatism is alive. And that is because they're talking issues and they're doing exactly what taxpayers want us to do. And so let's give them a round of applause for And that is the kind of leadership we need to bring to the governor's office. You know, I want to thank you for those. I saw some of you at the dinner last fall right after the election. But I want to thank you again, all of you, for your help in helping me in my re-election bid. It was a tough race, and clearly none of us can be successful in our campaigns without a lot of help from people like you. So thank you for all your legwork, for your many hours, your financial support, and your words of encouragement and prayers. Because that is what enables any of us to win. It was a tough election. It's going to be a tough 2 years. But there was a bit of a bright spot. I guess it didn't make any headlines. But the fact that Republicans did not lose any seats in the state Senate was a great accomplishment in the election of 2008. And so I actually heard that the Democratic leader was very angry that they weren't able to pick up any seats, and they worked hard. They were financed much better than we were. But I think it speaks to our message and our grassroots support. So when we look at Madison, it is the first time in nearly 25 years that we have had the Assembly, the Senate, and the Governor's Office controlled by the Democratic Party. Which means we can scream, we can rant and rave, but they literally will be able to pass and sign into law anything that they want to. We don't have the votes. We don't have any power like what did they call it in Washington? The filibuster. We don't have a filibuster opportunity in Madison. But that's why we have to stay vocal. And the election, the campaign for 2010 started last November. We're in the map. And that's why your presence here tonight, this great turnout, is so encouraging. Your commitment to stay vocal, to stay involved, to stay energized, and keep our positive message out there. Now, I think all of us know here the tough times we are in right now. Probably we've never seen a time this tough while any of us have been alive. But we know that the road to recovery for our economy it's about growing jobs. It's about keeping the jobs that we have and about growing jobs. You don't grow the economy through taxing, through higher taxes. And I'm really disappointed to say that that's pretty much the road that this legislature and this governor has been on in just a little over a month being in control. In the few weeks that we've been in session, the first day we were in session, in order to really, really encourage growing jobs and keeping the jobs that we have here, they not only raised the minimum wage, but they indexed it. So there's going to be an increase in the minimum wage, and then it's just going to keep going up. And on top of that, the next bill we passed was a bill that's going to tighten credit. It's going to make credit harder to get for businesses. Now you combine those two things, and what a powerful message to the job providers in our state. So then, continuing down this road of really encouraging jobs to stay here, we come up with the budget adjustment bill. It's supposed to be really addressing the shortfall of about $600 million. This biennium, it deals with maybe a third of the budget shortfall. But again, raising the tax on sick people through the hospital tax, raising the taxes on business. So now we've raised the cost of labor, we've made credit tougher, and we've raised our taxes. And that was just in the first few weeks. Now, we just got the governor's budget bill, and there again, just an extension of more taxes, more tax increases. The exact opposite way we should be going. Taxes to people that are making higher incomes, taxes, increases the gas tax, and sends more and reduces the capital gains tax exemption. So now we also discourage investing in businesses in our state. So now I'm an optimist by nature. And being in the minority, with them in control, it's not going to turn me into a pessimist. It's not, and none of us can. We have to stay involved, we have to stay vigilant, but we have to hold them accountable. It's going to be a tough time, but we've got to keep our sights on 2010. And we've got to keep our message out there, and we've got to let people know what we stand for. And that is about encouraging job growth. It's about making our state a place where people want to have their business and they want to expand. And that's what's going to turn our economy around. We need you. It's great to have you here. And I look forward to representing you. And thanks for all your work, and thanks for your words of encouragement and support.
Thank you, Sheila. From those three individuals, you certainly heard the message that I think, as chairman of the Polk County Party and my executive committee, and started back in December when we had a meeting at Tom and Gay Magnafisi's house to try to reestablish what we feel are our core values, principles as the Polk County Republican Party, and that's hopefully if you can, you've had access to our website, and we're putting a lot of resources into that to get the messages across. Tell your friends and neighbors. We left a few of these cards, got these, there's more here. Pass these out to your friends and neighbors. Take a handful of them. We got to get the message out, and we've got to change things in 2010. I guess the one good thing I heard, and Scott kind of validated, I think I heard it on talk radio, obviously I listened to that just a little bit. But they said that if we can change some things in 2010, that 60% of this stimulus money will not have been spent, or close to it. So we may be able to save some of it if we all work together, save some of our grandchildren and great-grandchildren or whatever, some of that tax burden that's going to be laid on them.